Okay, moving on to the crank bearings. I've got a set of King Racing bearings that we're going to be putting in, and let's get to it. So first thing I'm doing is cleaning them off. Make sure there's nothing on them. And you'll see there's a little tab on all these bearings. It matches up with the tab in the block. So I'm just going to push that down in there. Make sure it's as flush as you can get it. You'll see that one of them is solid, the other one has holes in it. The one with the holes, I'm going to have that face down here into the block where there's an oil gallery, okay? So all the inside middle ones are torqued down to 15 foot-pounds, and I'm just going to set the thrust bearing here. So I'm just going to set it. It's pretty good. I've got the correct position so I can torque all the remaining bolts down. Well, that's one piston in. Got a couple in there, a couple on this side, and you can see that I've numbered them. So this is how I've kept the orientation, so I know that all my numbers face up. You can do it however way you like to kind of keep yourself oriented. And right now you can see on the bench here, I'm taking apart the halves. And so what I do is I knock the bearings out, put new bearings in. This manages to keep each half with its respective piston and connecting rod. So again, number 3 now, as I said, I numbered them. And so I'm just going through one by one, changing out the bearings and then putting them in the block. And what I do is I rotate the motor around. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm rotating the motor around so that the connecting rod portion is up, so I can get at the nuts, rather the bolts, and get them together. So that's what I'm doing. I have 4 more pistons to go. The cool thing about this Summit tool, you see it on there, is it's tapered. So as you start to tap the piston in, right, tap it down, the rings compress, and then once they get past the lip, there you go, the tool falls off and I can continue to knock that into the hole. So as you can see, it starts to come through. So there's the connecting rod with the bearing, and there's where it needs to get to. So now I can guide it by my hand and kind of get it to seat, and then put the other half of the connecting rod on. So here we've got the oil pump on the shim in position, working on the windage tray. It's been cut down. I took it out back and cut it with my grinder, so you can see that I trimmed it as per Holly's instructions. Just set on the pickup tube and tried the tray on, so everything looks like it's fitting well. And yeah, so now it's time to put her together. Alright, here we are. Last shot before the heads go on. Studs are in, lifters are in, guides, everything's set up. There you go, oil pan. Timing cover, harmonic balancer, everything's on. So heads are going on next. And then we're pretty close to completion. So I'm running the CHE trunnion upgrade kit, BTR push rods as well. So just gonna put this down and then we'll get busy torquing everything. All right, well, that escalated quickly. Unfortunately, I'm all over the map on this car. I jump around a lot. A lot of times I forget to set up the camera. And I'm also trying to think of, what's the point of these videos? I'm trying to just document what I'm doing. It's not so much to teach you how to do it. Maybe you'll learn something along the way, but I'm more doing it for myself to kind of keep track of what I've built. But that brings me to the motor, which is done. But I had already purchased the Ace's EFI system, valve covers I got. I had them Cerakoted. A lot of the ICT billet stuff you see picked up online direct from them. So I'm still waiting on my AC unit. It goes down in the lower mounting position. Hopefully, cross my fingers that everything fits the frame. Took a gamble on that one. I know that the high alternator and power steering pump will work. I'm running Speed Engineering headers. I just went with the shorties because I've heard all kinds of horror stories of people trying to fit the long tubes, and these tend to make more power down low anyway. So that's the motor. I'm on the fence right now about blacking everything out. I've seen lots of motors where everything's all black. It looks pretty sick. But then I mounted all this stuff on and I'm liking it as well. So let me know in the comments what you think. What's your take? Car's gonna stay willow green and the engine bay will be willow green as well. So does the motor go all black or does it stay as is with a bit of the billet components and some black showing? So let me know what you think. Hopefully you're digging the videos. The next video is gonna show more of the bodywork that I'm working on and right back into getting this thing done. So see you next time. Take it easy.